It's no coincidence that community is their middle name. The Cancer Community Center is a great place to start when you don't know where to begin.
I believe it's really easy when you hear you've got cancer to just sort of sink into a gloom, and I'm only speaking for myself, but the first response is to, throw your hands down and say, oh heck, what am I going to do now? And every time you've heard you've got cancer, there's always somebody else that just heard it before you, and people that have been through it and survived it, and there's hope there. And I think this center brings together people to share that hope.
The Cancer Community Center is a place where people come together to offer each other support in different ways around a cancer diagnosis. The whole foundation is that peer-based support works best for most people. Most people, just talking to somebody else who's been there and knows what they've gone through really helps them get through treatment and get on to the next phase in their life.
Studies have shown that things like yoga, laughter, and meditation help in healing. At the Cancer Community Center, they help with the non-medical side of healing for adult cancer patients and their families in any stage of recovery, whether they are newly diagnosed or have been in remission for years.
Well, I remember in the beginning of my journey, I lost Pat. I lost my sense of humor. There's a new normal once you're diagnosed with cancer. I was coming to the center probably 2 years before I went to a support group. My husband, on the other hand, came right away because he really didn't know how to handle the new Pat. All of a sudden he would say something, and one day it was great. He'd say the same thing the next day, and my reaction was totally different. And he learned from going to the support group that that is normal for cancer patients.
Everybody's journey is very different, and people like to connect in different ways. There are a lot of people who would say, I would never go to a support group. So if they're able to come and do yoga, they still make that connection with people in the room who know what they're going through. And you can share as much as you want or as little, but people make those connections. We have a lot of support groups in disguise.
It supports you physically, emotionally, and spiritually. There are so many things at the center. They have exercise classes, physical exercise. They have eating programs, healthy eating. They have art classes. They have meditation classes. And it's just a wonderful place to feel like yourself again through the cancer journey.
All services are provided at no charge and without the need of a doctor's referral.
I think people have a fear that they're going to come in and see everybody down and unhappy and sad, and that isn't the case. Here, this is a life-giving place. You come in and you're greeted. Nobody judges you one way or the other. I mean, you can come in bald. People could care less, and they treat you like a normal human being. And outside, once you're diagnosed with cancer, it's like you walk around with a big C on your forehead, and so it's a normal place. It's a happy place.
We have a hard time kind of keeping it down for meditation groups or things that really do need the quiet. It's really, it's a very happy place. One of the guiding principles that our founder laid out years ago was that there'd be laughter in every day, and there's pretty much laughter in every minute around here. I'm here in the evening often when people arrive for a support group, and if they've arrived for the first time, they walk in a little tentative and nervous because they just joined a club they didn't apply to become a member of, and so they walk in a little dragging, and an hour and a half later, the door opens, there's laughter, they're talking to other people that they've been with. It's amazing.
The Fight Back Festival, held every September, helps to raise funds needed to continue to provide programs at no charge to the survivors. It is something for the entire family, ranging from food and face painting, to a 1-mile stroll, to a 60-mile bike ride, called the Not Dead Yet Race. Always keeping humor in the fight.
The Fight Back Festival is really, it's not about being upset or sad about cancer and coming out and mourning. It's more about celebrating the fight that people bring to cancer.
Well, when you see other people who have had cancer longer than you, it gives you hope, and they go through surgery, chemotherapy, whatever it is they need to go through, and they survive it, and they live life in between. And so that teaches you that you can do the same thing, and you can do it joyfully, which is great.
Want to know more about the Cancer Community Center? Log on to their website. It's cancercommunitycenter.org, or there's a link on myfoxmaine.com.